Hi, hello, I'm Val, or Space Valkyries. I'm a queer variety streamer and sci-fi fantasy writer, and in this video I'm taking a peek at Moonglow Bay and giving you my impressions of the first few hours or so. Now, I will fully disclaim that I didn't do a ton of the not fishing parts of this game yet because I got so absorbed into the fishing. You know, the main reel of the game. Get it? Real? Hey. Anyway, I got the boat and I've been just vibing in the waters around Moonglow Bay and relaxing. So this is not an in-depth and comprehensive full game review, though that might come along later, but rather more of a here's what the opening of this game looks like. Either it'll hook you or it won't, and you can either choose to pass on this or try it out type of video. And I think going forward I want to do more initial impressions videos like this, as those can be just as valuable and fun. And it's good to know what you're in for right away, because that can tell you a lot about if you want to buy the game yourself. Because statistically, you know, most people don't complete games for a variety of reasons, and my Steam library can attest to that. So knowing what the initial vibes are can be really important, and I'd like to focus on that more, and that can allow me more room to take time for full reviews too. So yeah, this is a win-win. Let's get to it. You play a character that moves to Moonglow Bay, and you can change your name and your pronouns whenever you want. Moonglow Bay itself is a struggling former fishing town, but now everyone is afraid of fishing and going out into the water because of all the supposedly dangerous types of fish, leading the town into disrepair and decline. You can also pick they them pronouns for your character and have a wife, and you have a daughter no matter what. So I'm just saying, casually super queer, thank you. Seeing everyone in the Bay call me Mixed Val was surprisingly cathartic, since I'm still exploring being more vocal about being non-binary and using they them pronouns. After your partner disappears mysteriously, the character and the character's daughter decide to pick up your partner's fishing and seafood stall selling dreams and try to save the town from further financial distress. Now, gameplay-wise, the fishing is relaxed, and there's a huge variety of fish to catch. I've barely scratched the surface on that, since I only unlocked the boat recently, and there's a huge map to explore. There's also cooking and recipe gathering involved, and the cooking itself has a few mini-games to it. There aren't any difficulty modes or accessibility settings for these though, which is probably my biggest frustration. Now, the game is timed and has times of day, but like other games in this sort of relaxed genre or adjacent to it anyway, time is sort of arbitrary. You can take on jobs at the bulletin board and those have day limits on them, but there aren't huge consequences for failing them or not getting them done in time. The job just goes away, and the passage of time itself is very relaxed. You do need to sleep eventually, but it won't like knock you out at 2 AM sharp the way Stardew Valley does. Instead, you just get a sleepy debuff on your fishing stamina, which I didn't really notice in the early portions of the game. It might come more into play later when you're searching for various specific or rarer fish, but for just traveling around catching the early level fish, did not notice any mega negative drawbacks to never sleeping and constantly being sleepy. Accessibility options wise, you only get a flashing VFX and a camera speed option for actual gameplay stuffs, and I really wish this game had a bit more to it than that. I wish it had like auto-complete fishing or cooking mechanics, or easier versions that require minimal holding of multiple buttons, etc. But honestly, this is a game I've been playing to unwind at night and get sleepy the last couple of days. The fishing mechanics are fun, and again, the part I played the most. The cooking minigames can be a little easy to fail, but getting a 1-star dish instead of a 3-star isn't the end of the world, so it doesn't stress me too badly. I also badly wanted fast travel, like please, I beg, give me fast travel options, just please. My attention span and motivation deteriorate so fast if you don't give me those. I think some of the accessibility and difficulty settings could use some love, and that was the biggest thing creating some minor negative experiences for me. But what's nice about indie games in particular is that often the devs are responsive to accessibility requests, and I'm hopeful they'll add in some things over time. So overall, I would say if you want a relaxed, head empty fishing game that's just casually super gay, and you go fishing with your daughter on a boat and relaxed, soothing, and gorgeous music, this will definitely appeal to you. Get it? Appeal? Wait, don't come back. And that's it for this one. This video was a bit shorter because it's November, and that means it's National Novel Writing Month, aka NaNoWriMo. And I'm determined to become a published author. So I'm going to be focusing on writing this month a little more and making slightly shorter videos of initial impressions of games and like little details and stuff I enjoyed instead of like more longer full reviews. For now. This is sort of content I've been wanting to do for a while as well, but wasn't sure people would enjoy, so if you liked this, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos every other Thursday, or every Thursday if energy is good, but right now, especially with Nano, probably every other Thursday. And if you want to support me during NaNoWriMo and beyond, you can become a member on Ko-fi. Coffee sounds really good. Wait, yeah, no, Ko-fi. I'll be sharing some of my writerly thoughts on the event and process of how I do Nano for supporters over there too. So if that interests you, I'm just saying. Yeah, so ending these is always a little awkward because I have big anxiety and I never know how to end things. So until next time. Did not notice any negative. Did not notice any negative.